Hello and welcome. My name is Geeta and this is Disney Dreamlight Valley. And today I will be working on my spring Dreamsnap. I already had this kind of spring build going on in the background. It's a similar spring color scheme that I have going on in my Forest of Valor, but this is the Rift in Time expansion, the Wild Tangle section. I think I'm gonna do that angle that I was just showing in the thumbnail. Hi Tia, welcome in. So I just kind of like want to build on this angle. Accidentally moved it. So I want to build on like this angle. Oh, look at Tiana, where's she running to? Dang, she's getting there in a hurry. I think I might hold a critter of some sort. Probably not the rainbow one. I pulled out this rainbow fox because I was talking about it on TikTok stream. If you've never seen the rainbow fox before, there is a golden potato quest that you might have already triggered by interacting with Scrooge's little safe section in his shop. There are a lot of parts to it. So in general, I recommend looking up some videos and following them to a T. There's like a maze you have to go through in the Moana realm, and there are like tiny little gold frags. It's intricate, so definitely go follow the videos for how to get it. Hi, Lady Loon. Welcome in. Nice notifications. You're on it today. I haven't even posted in the Discord. All right. Everyone live on YouTube. Paste, post. There we go. All right. We are here. Things are shared. Looks like somebody's trying to talk to me. Anyways, I want to put some stuff on the table in front of me. Or decorate a little bit different inside, but I'll probably put some stuff on the table. And then most likely I will hide a lot of stuff in the background for the extra tags because it is pretty established. I figured my scores have gone up significantly since making sure that my tags are at least 20 for everyone that I can get 20 for every Dreamsnap furniture one. For the outfit ones, I try to have at least double the requirement if I can. Your YouTube notifications are on point. Yay! Oh no. It's my internet. I think I need to reset my router. My internet has been acting wonky in general. And I swear this happened I was talking about this on TikTok stream. I swear the last time TikTok was almost banned, my Wi-Fi acted weird too. So I think it's time for me to reset it. But also, because of who my provider is and how my internet comes through, it is a very cloudy day. I think it's possible that is messing with my internet. I think that is very possible that it's been messing with it all week, actually. Hi, Double Cheese. Welcome in. How are you doing? I'm so glad that you have a week off. That's going to be so nice. All right. Let me open up this Dreamsnaps tab. Yeah, my legs are not nearly as achy now with the my office temperature set higher. I had it set at 65 and I cut it up to 68 and now my legs are warm again. Hi Brad Diddley, welcome in. How's everybody doing today? I think I want these in the build, so I'll just go ahead and pull them out. I could also do something with this and just have like the gazebo in the background, which I also kind of like the idea of. Like I like that spot in the gazebo, but at the same time I feel like it kind of blocks some stuff. Let's see. I could put it like maybe like here-ish. That way I'm not losing too much yellow. Like I still have surrounding stuff. All right. Let me just grab it and drag it on over. And then make sure that the yellow is not on anything I want to lose. Okay. That is like literally like right in the walkway though. So I need to pull it in more. So I think I need to be willing to lose this. What if I can put this over here instead? Because I like this little rock thing. I feel like it adds just like a tiny little hill, which is nice. Just for like the more realism, you know? It's nice to have different levels of land. Okay. There we go. So now it's in there. And then I could probably still put this table in there. This might actually make me like this build more if I keep the build. Seeing you talk the whole time, but almost half of what you're saying is now muted. No. More silence than speaking. That's not good. Hold on. I'm about 30 seconds behind, so let me watch. No, because that's crazy. Hold on. Okay. Hopefully that fixed it a little bit. I was messing with my sound settings because I wanted to make it to where you guys could hear whenever we watch those live streams and to where I can hear it too. Nice character outfit, thank you. I think maybe changing one of those messed it up. It's working fine for you? Okay. Well, that's good. I feel like everybody's phones have been kind of messing up this week. I wonder if we had some solar flares. Because everything that you guys are saying is happening on my phone. And like the TikTok streams have been messing up too. I really like this one. I would need to make this look like it's its own area and that the spring build is behind, which I can do. Let me put these off to the side. And then what I'm going to do is remove the path right there and right here. And then switch these out with this. I just love this pathing so much. Gonna restart your phone? Okay. Thank you. Yeah, definitely let me know. If I can make this look like it's maybe like a dinner by the river. I could maybe even zoom my camera to where the water edge is showing, but then like the view is still looking at the spring setup. All right, so from here, I'll actually weave these back in. we go. And then here. All right, I'm going to back out. Since it's pathing, I'm going to back out and save. Otherwise, it's going to crash anyways. I've tried it, and even if it's a small amount of pathing, if I continue to decorate after, it crashes my game right now. You reloaded the live, and it's better. Okay, still cutting out by, but nowhere near as much. You can actually follow the conversation. You don't know what's happening. I don't know either. I think it's my internet. It's like really dark out. It looks like it's about to start snowing again. So that's probably what's causing it. And something I should consider. But like where I live, it is seriously sunny like almost every single day. Like we are sunnier than Florida, in my opinion. And they call California the sun state. So the sunshine state, I think. Technically, Arizona has the most sun, but we're really close to Arizona. Turned your phone off for 30 seconds and the audio is way, way better. Like Tia said, okay, yay. I'm glad that helped. Let me cut it on my end. Can't believe it's snowing where you are. It's 86 in North Carolina. Oh my goodness. Yeah. So part of it is the elevation. So the different atmosphere and stuff. And how high up we are. So like something that I didn't understand before moving here is how elevation really affects things. But like think about when you go in a plane, it gets colder when you get up, not because they cut the AC on, but because you have gotten into a cold part of the atmosphere. So it's kind of the same here, but not as drastic because we're only at like closer to 6,000 feet. When it was 92 degrees here, my hubby, my friend, and I went up to the top of Mount Evans, which is a 14,000 foot mountain that you can drive up to the top of. It's got like one of the highest scenic highway, or it's got one of the highest paved highways in the US. And it is magical. It's very hard to breathe at the top. When we got to the top, it was like 28 degrees. So just going up 10,000 feet, it was a 28 degree difference. Anyways, all that being said, I have experienced snow in every single month of the year since moving here. I've seen snow in June, July, August, May. It's crazy. And our heaviest snow months are usually March, April, and May, I believe. So I'm only a little bit into snow season. Don't know how much longer you're going to be on for. Okay. It is very late for you. Got to the gym, didn't log on sooner because of traffic. Well, I'm glad you're paying attention to the road. Have it on while you work out. That's very sweet of you, Trey. I hope you have an amazing workout. It is. Yeah, growing up not too far from where you are. It is wild. I moved here and I was like, what? All through December, I was like, where's the snow? January, where's the snow? February, okay, they lied. It's not snowy here. March, oh. Oh. But it's changed a lot too since the last decade, to my understanding. I really wish we had these swings without the snow on them. I would totally use this if it just didn't have the snow. That blossoming into spring or that melting into spring might have been a nice submission too. Like doing some of these same things, but in Frosted Heights, to where it looks like things are starting to blossom out of the snow. That one would probably be a good way to go this time. Tia, I'm usually asleep by 11 p.m. 6 a.m. You've had a 6 a.m. to 7:30 p.m. day. Oof. Over a 12-hour shift. Wow. Or I guess school and work probably. Aching all over, I bet. You're just me. That's what I do too when I'm too tired to like do anything. Nuggets are the way to go. I saw somebody on TikTok last night that was like, you can turn dinosaur nuggets into chicken parmesan. Nobody's telling you that, like, nobody's made a rule that you can't. And now I kind of want to do it. There's these really nice dino chicken nuggets that, like, I don't know, they've got some healthier stuff in them. And I want to get them again. And I might try chicken parm when I get them. When you were a kid, you immediately passed out after reaching the top of Pikes Peak via the car. The elevation is no joke. I'm so sorry you got elevation sickness. That happened to my friend too. And I have apologized to her so much since because I feel so bad. Because I had not been here that long when we did it, and she also passed out at the top. She was able to get out at the top and walk around a little bit, but as soon as we were back in the car, she was asleep until like we got home. And she has not wanted to visit since, and I feel so bad because I know that was like me. What do you mean I can't place this in this environment? Oh, that's not the tangled one. Okay. I thought that was the tangled one. But yeah, now if I were to ever bring somebody up there, even myself, I would want to bring some of the oxygen cans that you can just like buy from Walmart or the gas stations. That way you can just like steadily breathe the regular oxygen going up and not be affected by the altitude as much. Hi, Erica. Welcome in. How are you doing today? I could make this look kind of Greek. What if there was like an entrance like right here? And then I could have this be like this seating. They were so good, and you had a real cold glass of water, and you were refreshed. That's amazing. I love that. You have a late shift tomorrow. Nice. You get to sleep in. So you only have job number 2. Good. I'm glad you'll get to sleep in and catch up on some rest after your long day today. Okay, so I can put these like right behind the seats. The cool thing with Dreamsnaps is you can put things like right next to each other, and for some reason the camera warps the perspective so it doesn't look like it's right on top of each other. I guess I need to move the seats forward or the flowers back. I'll move the flowers back. I don't normally decorate Dreamsnaps like this, or I go through the Dreamsnaps tab, but I'm trying it this time. Because for me, spring is foliage, not furniture. But foliage doesn't count for tags, so I still gotta work with what I got. If I can, I'll do like what I did with the spring picnic one, where I have like maybe Rapunzel and Belle in the background doing their things. Oh yeah, your dog doesn't let you sleep in. That'd be nice. At least maybe you can like lay down after you let her out. Looks cute so far, thank you. Alright, I wonder if I can angle this like right in front. Dang, not quite. If I turned it straight, I probably could though. Although that chair kind of looks like it's getting in the way too. Oh no, it just doesn't match up in general. Okay. That's okay. I can put it over these statues. I don't like the Cinderella thing here. Let me pull this back over. And then I'll put the fountain in that middle one whenever it comes up. How you wish you had the fireflies. I really hope that they add them to Premium Shop soon. They've been adding stuff sooner and sooner. So like it used to be you have to wait a year. Now it seems like you only have to wait like 8 months after the Star Path. So it's possible the fireflies will be here with the next update as a Premium Shop item. If I had to guess, they would be somewhere around 1,200 to 2,000. Hopefully they're less, but just based off of how they're pricing other things. If you wanted to like have a stock saved up. I think I can squeeze this in the build where like you're not gonna really notice it, but it'll still count for the tags. There we go. Okay. This has reminded you of you haven't sent the Dreamsnap yet. You're gonna go send it on the Discord. Yes, definitely post it for us. If they come in Premium Shop, so many people will get them for real. And it'll be nice because like even if you can't get it that week, you can save it or you can have it come back in your recommended. Just having them in that rotation in general will really help. I'm going to put this here and then hopefully I can put the fountain on top. Actually, let me just go ahead and back out and find the fountain. That was the lovely monsters. You would audibly squeal if you saw them in the shop. If I see them in the leaks the day that the Cheshire Cat comes, then I'll definitely like let you guys know. What is preventing it? Hold on. Is the chair sitting that far back with squares? It is. Okay. If I can just do one back. I think that's still not enough squares. Oh, it is. And it lets me put it on top of the fountain. Can you see the fountain tile? Ever so slightly. It's shooting up a little bit. So pretty, thank you. Alright. Yeah, that lovely Monsters Star Path was a really nice one. I feel like they need to bring back a lot of this. I think some of these, I think the fountain and the arches are in premium shop now. I think they brought them back. I think they were shown in the premium shop with the last update. All right. The peacock. I'm gonna squeeze it like back here, like turned around. If I can find a spot, it might make me delete more. I don't mind those rocks going. This could also probably blend in back here. And this. And then I need this banner in here. I might take it to where like the little top parts are showing. And then I need to pull these back if they're gonna count for the tag. Dreamsnap is now in the Discord. Yay. You actually got it done early. Yay. Love that. I love weeks where I'm inspired to do things early. Just in case, I'm going to just put this here. Oh, this would be pretty over here. Let me move the cinnamon. Does anybody here have only Storybook Vale and not the Rift? And if you do, does cinnamon show as a Storybook Vale item? I'm very curious. I guess it's not going to fit. Looks like it could there. I like the tree there. Alright, I need to hide more tangled stuff in this. So I'll put some like behind this stuff. And I think it'll be close enough that my game will still load it into the photo. Let me actually just filter tangled. Because I think there's not a ton that can go outside for them. Oh, never mind. Hopefully people don't view tangled as like a requirement for the photo. But there's always that chance. Did not know that fire pit counted. I love when scrambled coin pieces can count. Because you can place one of each color. And they're really small. Alright, I don't think I can put the rug out without it like erasing stuff. Maybe if it can fit just like where the gazebo is. Oh. Oh, it can. Okay. Alright. Not mad at that. I think I can squeeze this other table in here. If I can just get the camera to angle correctly. This is tangled? Huh. For some reason I thought this was Hercules. This whole time. But yeah, now that I look at the base doesn't even match the colors of everything else. It can be what I put like over here. Alright, I'm gonna back out and see what my tags are. Thank you guys so much for the likes, by the way. Ooh, my back just popped. I want to show you guys. I got this little tiny diny for the TikTok streams. Because they're little tiny diny gifts that they can give. So cute. I saw it at the store and I was like, I have to get that. And my niece was like, here's the 50 cents you need. No, to turn her down being so sweet. I was like, okay. She's not really like, young, so I wasn't taking money from a baby. Oh. Come on. Oh no. It loves to get stuck over here. Don't mind me trying to get the camera to do what I want. Alright. Gotta really zoom in. Pull it back. Twist. Angle. Twist. Come on. We can do it. Now pull back. Pull back. zoom. Gotta be careful because there's like a wall that the camera's trying to get locked on. Okay, so from here, I was wanting to do a critter pose. I already can't take it right now anyways because like it's raining. So I'll keep tweaking it. I think I might move the beehives. I'm not sure. But I definitely want to change critters. Hi Owen, welcome in. How are you doing today? Companions. Alright, so I could use one of the spring bunnies that we have. I would probably use the pink one. I could do yellow, but I'm worried it might blend in. Then there's the pink crocodile, which I think is a different choice. Same thing with the pink snake. Even though snakes do come back out at springtime, a lot of people don't like them. I pretty much only use the snakes for like witch poses and stuff. We have this rosy cloud turtle that came from that lovely monster star path. Ooh, pink Pegasus. I might have to go with pink Pegasus. Yeah. I think that's who's gonna be chosen. I could do the flowery capybara. Here. But I don't like the pose with the capybaras. It's not a cute pose with a skirt. So I'm gonna do my pink pony, club pony. Feeling down? I'm so sorry to hear that, Owen. There's been a lot going on in life for a lot of people. I hope things get better for you soon. And I hope you feel better soon. I need to spread these around more. But make sure they don't get like clipped in with the fireflies. These take up more spaces than the fireflies. Thankfully, the fireflies only take 4 spaces. So you can really cluster them together if you want to. But these lanterns, whew. Alright, I'm going to add more fireflies too. Might even add some up top. And then in here, if the lanterns will allow. Okay. I wish that the fireflies and the lanterns, my only gripe with them, they can't be placed over water. And I don't understand why. Because in both respective movies, they go over water. Like literally, Entangled, we see that when they're in the water. And the lanterns are floating over the water. And then in Princess and the Frog, the fireflies are like going down the bayou, you know? Like, why? Okay, I need to take a step back so that my character's face is not in the shadow of the tangled arch. Okay. I'm tempted to just do it from here. I don't think I liked that swan angle as much. Ooh. Eek. Okay. If you look right behind my character's right-hand shoulder, I can see some almond trees in the background. So I'm going to put some trees right there to make it look like it's still spring in the back. All right. Let me move this almond tree. I honestly need to redo this anyways because on this side, I like redid them and they fit better. So I need to redo these anyways. I might even move them all together so I can get this little area back. All right, so now, copy, drop, copy. Oh, drop, copy, drop. Oh, actually, I want that here. All right. Copy, drop. Let's see how that does. Unreal, you're so sweet. Thank you, Erica. It's very kind of you. I am working on tutorial videos for like the general spring foliage and stuff used. Okay, it looks a little better. It's not so obviously like, oh, there's her farm. All right, critter pose. And then test out filters just in case. They make it look a little softer and more spring-like. That one's making it very neon yellow. This one is definitely softer, but it's like almost too soft, so I like the regular colors best. And yeah, I'm just gonna keep like the very tip of that banner showing. Now let's see how the tags are. Oh, he's clipping into the hat. I can't do that pose. Oh, no. And go. Okay. 24, 18, 18, and 23. So my tags are high enough. I'm happy overall with how it looks. It's definitely like spring colors and vibes. And it looks like a little tucked off, fun like garden area, I think. The only thing I need to do actually is, you see how like down by my feet, it looks very empty around that area. What I'm gonna do is add flowers in front of me and onto the path. And that might bump me up like another 1,000 spots, maybe. So let me grab, under the Dreamsnaps tab, there were a couple flower things that I didn't use yet. It was these. I'll put those like right there and they should show. And then under the underbrush section, there are these Magnolia Path and Plumera Path. I'm going to add some of these around. You're really good at decorating. Thank you, Owen. Enjoy hanging out. I appreciate you popping in. Always good to see you. I don't know if you heard, but TikTok is no longer at risk of being banned immediately. We have at least another 75 days. So I'm excited. I just reached 7,000 recently over on the TikTok side, and at this rate, because I've only been on TikTok since the end of October, like consistently posting and actually like really trying. So I think I have a chance of hitting 10K by May, which would be Very, very exciting. I'm going to add some more around the rest of this pathing just in case it's shown in the photo, just so it doesn't feel like there's only some like right by me. You didn't hear that? Yeah, we got another 75-day extension just signed a few hours ago, and hopefully by then things will be figured out, but for now we don't have to worry about it disappearing tonight or tomorrow night, whenever it was supposed to be. All right, just a few more white ones and then I'll pop a few pink ones in. I do like the mix of the pink and the white. I am too. It's such a relief. I was so worried all day and I was like, okay, I'm just going to do like an 8-hour TikTok stream. And then right before I got on, the news dropped and I was like, oh, okay. It doesn't have to be a goodbye stream. It can just be a normal stream and I can stick to somewhat the normal schedule. I still might get back on TikTok after this. We'll see how my energy levels are. Okay, let's see how this looks. Oh, I need to use my neck massager. Oh, those flowers might be too close. No? Maybe. Okay, pull it up a little. You did your first super busy Dreamsnap build and you're nervous. It's too much. After the winners we've been seeing, I don't think it's possible to do a too much. It seems like people want to vote for the too much, which is why I'm trying to do more myself, because, yeah, those submissions have had a lot going on. Like this, before I would have thought was too much. Now I'm like, is it enough? And that is not fun to question. I'm at least going to submit this. I think it is cute. I generally do stuff, submit it, and then I look at it again, like, I don't know, 20 minutes later, an hour later, a day later, and my brain spots things that it didn't before. Similar to like when you're writing an essay and you go back and reread it and you're like, oh, there's a lot of typos. So this probably won't be my final submission, but for now it is. Oops, Flynn jump scare. Sir, did you have to stand right there? I mean, very handsome. I don't mind the close up, but I was not expecting you at all. All right. I think I should probably check for eggs, so I'm gonna pop back to the main valley and check my vacuums, and then I'll go to the realms and stuff. But yeah, if it's super busy, just submit it. It's worth a try to see if people like it. You can also feel free to post it in Discord and see what people say in there. Sends such an inspiration. Aw, you're so sweet. Thank you. I'm grabbing the Discord link for anybody that is not already in. If you happen to rewatch this stream, the link should be good for at least like a day. Okay. There we go. There's the link. And if you post in the Dreamsnaps section, we do try to hold off giving advice unless you specifically ask for it or say that you're open to suggestions. Excuse me, because we don't want to hurt anybody's feelings if you're like super proud of it and don't want feedback, you know? So, no pressure there if you just want to show off your photo. Nobody's going to be like, that's really ugly. Like, no, we're not mean. We have very, very kind people in my group. Oh, you're Kay? Okay, that's good to know. You're already in Discord. Yay. It's nice to know when you guys have the different names. Thank you for letting me know. I'll try to remember that. Sometimes I'm not the best at it, but I will do my best. Like Tia has a couple different accounts and I try to remember both of her names too. So sometimes I can. Kiara and Kay. I love both names. I fell in love with the name Kiara with The Lion King too. Kiara and Kovu. Yours is the same on both. That is very helpful. I know when I first started getting more regular over here, Double Cheese changed her name for me too, so that I could always know who I'm talking to. But sometimes, like, if a profile picture is unique enough, then I remember you based off of your profile picture. Like, if you ever say, like, hear me on TikTok talking to Mimi, her name doesn't say Mimi, but it used to. And her profile picture is, like, this really bright, like, purple and blue image of a face. Very, very distinct and unique. Actually, I've been reading it wrong the whole time. That is my bad. Oh my god. Oh, it's small. Sometimes my eyes are like watery from focusing. I'm so sorry. Hi, Kay. Kay, Laura. I was doing that to Katya too. I was reading her name as Katie for a really long time instead of Katya, and I feel so bad because people get my name wrong all the time too, and it's like I really do try, but my brain is bad with names. My brain remembers faces in real life. So learning to remember names with streaming has been an interesting adjustment to get used to. But then again, it's like the profile pictures help because of the faces thing. It's weird with how cloudy it is looking into my living room and seeing it dark. Always get so nervous to say something. Oh no, definitely always correct me. I'm not going to get mad at you for correcting me. It's Clara. My, somebody in my hubby's family has that same name. I should have, if I had read it closer, I probably would have gotten it. I love the name Clara. It is very pretty. Thank you for letting me know. Thank you for typing it differently so that my brain had it click properly. And I'm sorry for reading it wrong twice. Clara. Not Kay-Lara, not Kiara, Clara. I understand feeling nervous too. My friend Ice called me Jita for the longest time. And then she had another girl named Cheetah. So Jita and Cheetah, with her accent, sounded the same. And I finally corrected her. I was like, I'm just gonna like correct you because you're not saying it right, and the other way you're saying it is making me think that you're talking to Cheetah, not me. And she said it right, and then she said it wrong for a little while longer. And then I think she saw one of my videos where I was saying my name, and she finally has been saying it right now for like a few months. But no, I feel you there. And now, my full real name, that I don't really use online, because it doesn't really even feel like me. Like people, my friends in real life call me Gita. Like I don't go by my full real name. But it's gotten to the point where when I go to drive-thrus, I give them a fake name. Like, they don't get Gita, they don't understand my full real name, so they get a fake name. And then they understand who I'm mobile order picking up for. There's no more who? What? What is that? Can you spell it? No, just... Here it is. Okay, gotcha. Even simple names that most people know, the intercoms mess up. Like, the people over the intercom don't understand very basic names. So, like, I know it's not the people. I'm glad I got it right. I will remember. Clara. Katya took me a little while too, and I'm always just like, it's the white image. Look closer. Yes, that is Katya. So I'll remember your profile pic. Look closer. That's Clara. Use K for TikTok for safety reasons. Yeah, people, yeah. It's always best to be safe than sorry. That's why my friend, like Ice, that's not her real name. I don't actually know her real name. There's another creator that streams Dreamlight Valley on Twitch that I was talking about on one of my previous streams, Miss Freeze. That's also not her real name. A lot of us have online names, just like even actors sometimes have like actor names. I wonder if my, I haven't been in my castle today. I wonder if my blue chest is in here. It's like one of the few places I have not run around. There was one time my blue chest came into this little war planning area in my castle. I loved it. I was like, dang, I kind of want to leave it there. But it's moonstones. I'm going to open it. People always put Chris on your stuff instead of Grace. Oh no. You must not enunciate it very well. No, it's definitely those intercoms. And Chris can be a girl name too now. Like, one of my friends, I definitely know like girl Chris's and boy Chris's. So, they're probably just going with what they hear. But I feel I have never been on the other end of the intercom. When I worked at Starbucks, I didn't work at one that had a drive-thru, but I imagine it is rough over on the other end. Even with like movies and TikTok videos, sometimes I need the subtitles because it's different. Like, I just finished that show, Switched at Birth, and one of the main characters is deaf, and in the show, she and the other deaf characters have all learned how to read lips with no sound. I'm like, how? Those people are not moving their mouths enough for you to like really understand what they're saying. There's no. I believe it though. And they had just have to like I know at one point they talked about it like they just kind of have to pick up some context clues sometimes when people don't enunciate enough or look away while they're talking. Can confirm that intercoms suck. That's what I've always just like assumed it was. I used to watch Switch Step Birth. It was my first time watching it. It was very cute. I only watched it because of like I had seen clips on TikTok and I saw some actors that I'm familiar with and they were signing and I was like, "Wait, did all the actors learn how to do ASL to like be in the show?" And yeah, a lot of them did learn ASL. I don't know if they were like shown right before and they just learned right before, but they were signing. I thought that was pretty cool and inclusive. And then for a while, I was going out like watching different shows and I was like, why aren't they signing? Or out in public, why isn't everybody signing? As if I were signing. No. I know how to spell my name and sign. I know most of the alphabet and sign. I know thank you. Now I know yes. I know appreciate. And that's about it. Oh, I love you. I'm not finding my blue chest anywhere today. Like I didn't really run around earlier. Oh yeah, I meant to go to the get. Here it is. It was over by my display of all the Easter stuff. Oh, failed. What do you mean failed? What do you... What? Well, at least I know where it is, but dang, I've never had that happen. I guess I'll try again after I reload next, but I'm not about to like restart just for that. I can open it later. It's not that important. Oh, 2 seconds to stretch. Oh. Everything is popping. Actually, give me like 60 seconds. I'm gonna run and grab one of my sodium tablets because I'm getting a slight migraine and I know it's because I'm dehydrated. So, I will be right back. Yeah, my office is more toasty than the apartment. um, so because I have POTS, POTS, postural orthostatic tachycardia syndrome, This is what I take. I got them on Amazon. They help a lot. Now I don't have to take shots of soy sauce. Or drink like 15 Gatorades a day. Oh, I just spilled some. Oh yeah, I just grabbed it. So I've got this little tiny diny and this little tiny diny. Which one do you think is cuter, yellow or green? I feel like the yellow one looks more like the one from TikTok, but the green one is obviously like the color. Claire, do most people sound like they're yelling at you in the drive-thru, you're always worried about being too loud? Whenever you worked at McDonald's, it sounded like people were whispering and they were probably yelling. So people are not loud enough. That's good. Good to know. I do always try to project and say things clearly. But also, mobile ordering that's part of why I just do mobile ordering. And then if I'm making customizations, I don't feel as bad because then somebody's not having to like write each customization down. Which I didn't mind at Starbucks, but I can hear the annoyance sometimes in their voices, and it's like, okay, I'd rather just do it on the phone. Yellow? Okay. Well, I will switch to yellow then, because it is so cute. And it looks just like the tiny diny in the shop. And one thing that, I wonder how it's going to look. I was putting it on my phone yesterday on the flashlight. And it was glowing and it was so cool. I wonder if it'll let you guys see. No, it's too bright for my camera to pick up. My camera does not like bright lights. I had to actually take down some of my bigger lights because the streaming camera was just like, nah. And they were taking up excess room. Thank you guys for the input. You work at Starbucks and taking orders is not easy. Oh no, people scream, people whisper, mobile orders are where it's at. Yes. I liked the mobile orders at Starbucks too, because then you just have to listen for the ticket printer, and a lot of the grumpy customers turned into mobile order customers because they got I would work opening shift and I have ADHD, so I'm sorry, I've been up for 30 minutes. I'm going to chat your ear off. I'm going to be perky and be like, "Hi, good morning. Welcome in" at 5:30 in the morning. And they got mad, so they started mobile ordering so they could just walk in and not even have me talk to them. And then some of them, my coworker would like remember their cars. So when they pulled into the parking lot, he would like literally just start making their drink. And then he would come over and type their drink order into the computer for me and just be like, "Here you go, check it out." Check them out while I finish their drink. So they just had to come in and like hand me their card. He was like the best. He was very good at his job. Not very talkative. Very silent mornings working with him, but didn't really have to do too much, so can't really complain. He was all about efficiency. The headsets make you question if you had hearing problems, but heard perfectly fine with them off. Oh no! That sounds really frustrating. Oh yeah. Realms. You have to clock in at 4:30 and you have customers that get there before you do. And wait, that is crazy. We would have customers try to come while we were doing that 30-minute setup, and get mad that we didn't let them in early. But never before we were open. But I worked in a busy area where there were 3 Starbucks within a mile stretch on one road. And we were one of the further back ones from the highway, and a little bit more inconvenient because there was no like red lights to get in and out. So you would have to it would need to be on your way. Otherwise you weren't going to be able to get in because of how heavy traffic was on that main road. So most of the people would go to the other ones that had drive-throughs, that had red lights to let them in and out easily, and were very close to the highway. But the one I was at no longer exists. How long ago? It was, gosh, about 10 years ago, maybe 11. I worked there for about 2 years, and then I was offered a nanny position for double my hourly pay, so I switched over. And then I tried one of those unofficial ones, like the ones that are inside like Target and Kroger and all of that. We'll never do that again. Never. They do things so differently, and their training sucks. And they thought that, oh, well, she worked at Starbucks, so we don't really have to train her. And yeah. Then they got mad at me for not being able to keep up with stuff, but they didn't see that I was doing more because they didn't require us to put in all the same stuff that like Starbucks required us to put in to like record how much work you're actually doing. Even if nobody pays, you're still doing some work. So I had to tell them off when I quit. I was like, nuh-uh. You guys are not about to act like I was standing there doing nothing. Go back and watch the cameras to see what I was actually doing and how often I was washing my hands to stay under health code because of how you guys run things. Get the opposite. You get headaches from too much salt. Interesting. You have to stay low sodium. I was low sodium most of my life and constant headaches. And learning about the salt has not only helped me, but my siblings, my aunts. Like, it was definitely a family thing, and I'm happy that we figured it out. Memory is impressive. Thank you. Yeah, I have anxiety, so I often just sit here and like replay old memories. Not the healthiest, but it definitely makes me remember things longer. Stressing about what I said 15 years ago, no biggie. I'm getting better at that now, though. Being on social media, and working through a lot of like the fears of everybody liking me has helped a lot. So I don't do that nearly as much as I used to. When I first started streaming, I would literally go back and rewatch every single stream and analyze every single movement I did. It was so unhealthy. Now I only skim through streams for clips. Other than that, I try not to sit there and judge myself too harshly. Otherwise, I wouldn't keep going. Self-criticism is probably the worst out there. It's the best to self-critique, but it can be harsh if you overdo it, is what I mean. Like, it's always good to be introspective and analyze things, but if it's to the obsessive point where you're trying to, like, aim for perfection, that is unhealthy. You don't need many. So for the gifts in the Rift in Time with the bows and stuff, when you're hovering over them, it says Universe and Hangout bonus, and it says Mickey and Friends on bows. I think that's what you're talking about. That just means if you're hanging out with Minnie or Mickey or Donald, Oswald, like any of them, you're more likely to find those bows. For this one, if you're hanging out with Merida, sorry, not Merida, Mother Gothel, Flynn Rider, or Rapunzel, then you're more likely to find these lanterns. It's just telling you which group of people to hang out with to more likely find those items. So, like the bow, the wooden oar, and the dingle hopper are all used to make training manuals. So if you want to get those so that you can work on making training manuals, then you can hang out with those people. You can only speak for yourself, but your streams have been a huge comfort for you. Thank you. That means a lot. That's so sweet of you. I'm happy to help be a comfort to you. And I'm glad that you guys have me somewhat more consistently nowadays, because like when I was obsessing before, it was hard to stay consistent with that over obsessive mindset. So now it's like I can stay more consistent now that I'm not trying to aim for perfection, which is really nice, because it helps me hanging out with you guys too. Like I really enjoy it. If anything, I'm somewhat addicted to streaming now. The only thing that holds me back from doing it every single day is my body not being able to. Either my voice not letting me, which I am thinking about putting my humidifier in here, because I read online that that can help with you speaking for longer without like affecting your voice box or your vocal cords. But that and just like energy levels, and keeping up with chores and stuff, because I could definitely see myself streaming every day and then not having clean clothes. Hi Eileen, welcome in. How are you doing today? Always thought you could craft them for different things. You can use them in the crafting section. You don't, I think Tia thought you meant you craft the bows themselves, not using them as items for crafting, like a crafting material. Should be proud. Can't imagine how much it must be to consistently stream with anxiety. It's very sweet of you. Thank you, thank you. It's been, I think, helpful for my anxiety. In general, like, I'm not as anxious as I used to be going out in public. Much because I'm human, not perfect. I appreciate that. Oh yeah, realms. I went to 3, so I still need to do 2 more. Might be you haven't got the game open to check. I think what Tia's talking about, I haven't messed with that, with the whole like breaking items back down into their original parts. Thank you for helping, Tia. Alright, I was saying earlier on the TikTok stream, when you're in these indoor ones, I recommend pulling your camera down to the floor, because like particularly in Beast's like office over here and that hallway, there are some eggs that really they just blend in with the coloring, And you can spot them a little bit easier if your camera is lower to the ground. Because then you're not just looking for the color, you can actually see the shape like poking up into everything. It doesn't necessarily work as well in the grassy areas though, so that's why I said the Beast realm and the Toy Story realm too. It's the only way I'm not missing them. Purple eggs don't spawn in Toy Story. They do. They're more rare. I think they're more common in the bigger realms because there are more spots. So if you think about it algorithmically, there are a number of spots that the eggs can spawn in, and there's going to be a percentage of a chance for them to spawn in each spot, right? The bigger realms are going to have more spots, so they're going to have more of a chance of showing up versus the smaller realms like the Toy Story one, where it's not going to have as many spots for the chances. So that's why I think Beauty and the Beast and Mulan are getting the higher numbers because they are the bigger ones and have more opportunities for the algorithm to help them get them. But I've gotten at least 3 from the Toy Story realm. It just depends each time. You haven't seen any. They blend in really, really well. I had some that were hiding like right when you walk in. They were like right there underneath the roller coaster part. And then I've seen my friends getting them over by that like little zoo section, but on the playmats. And they kind of like are half into the playmats, not like on top. That does make sense. Okay, good. Yeah, it's all, everything in games are all algorithms, so it helps to try to think about that. I wish Scrooge's algorithm were as easy to understand, but it seems like at Scrooge's, some items have lower probabilities of showing, which sucks. It doesn't seem like Scrooge's is based off of size. I think they specifically programmed some things to be very rare. Road is starting to flood. Oh no! Definitely wishing you luck and safety, sending some protection energy your way. I am so sorry. That is really scary. Flash floods, or floods in general, are really scary. Make sure to go ahead and gather important documents, things that would get destroyed, that would devastate you. Put them into a plastic tote if you have one and load it into your car. I'm so sorry. Never understand Scrooge. He is a mystery. I've started whacking him with my snippet swatter and it's not helping. He's not letting up. In Toy Story, oh, there's one way back there. In Toy Story, you had some by the bag next to the drawers by the window. Ooh. In the wardrobe, on the playmats, and by the ladder. So you found quite a few there. That is good to know. I feel like every time I go in, I'm finding new spots too. Like today, I've gotten quite a few new spots that I didn't see yesterday. All right, I think I've gotten them all. I'll go back later. Also under a tornado warning. Oh no. You're by yourself with no car and the boats aren't helping people yet. That is really, really scary. Okay. Sending you really, really strong protective energy bubble. You're not going to have to evacuate. You're going to be safe. The tornado is going to stay in the sky and not touch ground. We're all manifesting. Okay. I used to try to manifest tornadoes like not being as harsh when I would get tornado warnings when I lived in a tornado alley. Yeah, definitely hope you are able to stay safe. If there's anything that you have, like an air mattress or something like that, maybe get that blown up before any potential power outages. And at least that's something that you could like float on. Haven't looked for any eggs today. Really just couldn't be bothered. You'll search for eggs another day. We have so long. Don't blame you at all. Haven't today either. Come back from a birthday party. Oh, nice. Hope that was a fun birthday party. Today is my friend Destiny's birthday, my streamer friend, Caffeinated Destiny. Tornado season's starting off strong. Oh no. Oh, natural disasters are not fun. Tornado Alley has shifted some. Oh, interesting. I had not heard that. But I've been in Colorado for 8 years. We get tornadoes here, but it's only the eastern side of the state, like the more flat side. Thankfully, they don't usually come that close to Denver. So other than that, we just deal with like snow and then occasionally wildfires. But they're not as common as like California. Okay, I went to the realms. I gathered the pink ones. I gathered the blue ones. Let me look at my Dreamsnap again. See if anything bothers me. Oh, wait, I do need to do some more voting too. All right, April Fool's Day. Had to hit your town hard last week. Oh no. So your town is just getting like smacked left and right. I'm so sorry. They're rare where you are, Victoria. That's good. Okay, Tia, sweet dreams. I hope you sleep well. I'll definitely be seeing you on Discord over the weekend. All right, April Fools. I'm not seeing funny outfits or jokes being displayed. All right. Okay, this person is trying to mock Stitch in Stitch's house. This is a really cool looking. I like how they used the Buzz statue. So it looks like full-size Buzz and they angled it away so you can't even see Woody. That's really clever. So they got this little Stitch Scrabble coin piece on the Wally car. I like all the ice shards too. I'm not seeing where this is April Fool's, but I really like it. Oh, I even like how they have like the lights in the background from the Rockstar show, the night show Star Path, shining as if they're like nebulas on that sky. This is really pretty. I'm going to vote for it only because I like both outfits. This person actually has decorations. Even though this person is like mocking Stitch, I just like it. Don't crash. Every time. This is why I don't usually vote on streams. 2 days ago, you had the 4th highest record for tornado warnings in one night. 400 warnings! That's wild. You had some tornadoes last week, too. It's been storming pretty bad. Oh, no. I'm sorry, you guys. Didn't do this Dreamsnap because you were just stuck in what to do. You get too much into your head. I'm so sorry. You didn't even do like a throwaway submission. That April Fool's one was really tough. Like really tough. I'm nervous that I probably won't score too well. Because I did not do a funny outfit. I did a prank, but not a funny outfit. Oh. Yeah, tornadoes are scary. I remember in elementary school, I was walking back from lunch to the classroom and we saw a funnel we were walking through like a glass hallway section and we started to see a funnel like start to form coming down the sky. So my teacher had us rush quickly. Ironically, we went into the classroom and went under our desks instead of our tornado prep drills, which would have had us in the hallway, but I listened to my teacher because I was young and thankfully we're not hit. Thankfully it went right back up and didn't come down. Be podcasting you. I appreciate that, Trey. Yeah, I am going a little bit longer. I'll probably end in about 10 minutes here on this side and then rest my voice and see if I'm up for another hour later tonight on TikTok after I do some like dinner. We'll see. If that TikTok ban hadn't been lifted, then I probably would have only been on TikTok today doing like an 8-hour stream. This time you aim to please. You're done just getting 900 moonstones. I'm gonna keep my fingers crossed for you. Just make sure the photo is really full. Make sure it feels somewhat balanced. Make sure you have tags that are high, like at least around 20 for each. Even if stuff isn't visible in the photo, just make sure the tags are there. And try not to do selfies and stuff. Don't overwork yourself. Don't worry. Well, I'm gonna listen to my body. And I'll let you guys know on Discord what I end up deciding. Have to hop off to save your charge. Okay, for sure, Clara. I will be sending you protective energy and hoping that you're safe. Definitely let us know if anything happens, if you're able to. Taking up on my and Trey's advice, yay. Trey has amazing advice. I've always loved Trey's submissions too. Don't respond to us, Trey. We know you are very thankful for the compliments. Drive safe. Get home from traffic safely. I know it's probably getting dark where you're at soon, so it's one of the more dangerous times to drive. I think the most dangerous time to drive is dusk and dawn, so that like period around sunset and sunrise. Oh, really quickly, let me just do those quick tasks. I'm low on Dreamlight, so I just need to get some Dreamlight tasks done. I love seeing the outfit change ones and the photo ones because they're really easy to just quickly just change like one thing in your outfit. Alright, I'm gonna change this to these. No, that, yes. Thank you for showing what to do with the fragments. You've crafted 2 items so far. Yay! Of course, no problem at all. Those fragments had me obsessed with the Rift in Time for so long. And me and my friends in my friend Destiny's Discord were every day like, what fragment do you have? What fragment do you... like trying to go to each other's valleys to time bend and like look for extra fragments. I was hoping for something similar. Like I didn't necessarily want time bending for Storybook Vale. But I'm happy that we had like the puzzles that gave us those items to craft. I hope you're at a red light, Trey. Very time consuming. Yeah. It is very time consuming. But after you get like a few of each, you don't feel the need to do them for too much longer. Like, it got to the point where I would just check and like, oh, I only need 1 or 2 things. And if they're not available that day, then I just won't bother searching. All right. I was thinking about this rabbit garden set off stream. And usually when I think about items off stream, it means that I should probably just get it. But I'm still so hesitant. My friend, I think it was Nessa on TikTok, Nessa Nightthorn. She used these and then did like a little mini golf course, like a miniature golf course. And it was really cute. I liked the idea. By the way, did I show you guys my dress? I don't know if I did. I'll just go to Daisy's. Because it's right here in the window. I made this new dress. Actually, it does kind of look weird when it's not on my character because of the skin tone sections. But this is what it is. I did like a little corset kind of vibe. I used like the Tiana rainbow motif over and over to get that like rainbow pattern. And then I outlined with like blue lining. Only realized, DJ, you only realized you only have 3 characters assigned to time bending. Oh, wow. I mean, I feel like in the beginning that's what I did too. Like assigned Gaston and Eve and Rapunzel time bending. It took me a while to turn more over. For the longest time, it was only Gaston. So Gaston and I just hung out for like a month. Ignoring the fragments for months, but it looks like you can make cute stuff. Yes, you can. Eternity Isle, time bending. So if you go down to the fragments section, you can actually keep going lower, and you'll like if you hover over like this Agrabah Palace model, not all of the items, but some of them, like this little enchanted stained glass window, it tells you which fragments you need to craft them, and they are pretty cool items. I'll show you a few. So first, over in Frosted Heights, the dress is cute. Thank you. It's in my shop if you have access. If you don't, I'm going to be letting people into my shop again soon. Probably the upcoming update. I'll open back up. All right. So this little start and stop thing for erasing for Vanellope, that is what you get with the broken lollipop fragments. Then we have in my peaceful meadow, I have the little fire truck that you can craft with they look like these little silver and gold like vase kind of things. But this is that. Oh, here it is on the side. These little silver gold things on the side. That's what you find with your time bending staff. And then you can craft this truck. And then the V8 pieces can be turned into this V8 gas station, which was my first fragment, and it made me instantly obsessed with the fragments. And then that stained glass window that I was just showing for Beauty and the Beast, it's like huge on the wall. It takes up like all the way from top to the bottom on the wall. It's wild. The petrol station, yes. For those of you outside the US, the petrol station. It did take many fragments to craft. You were shocked. Do some of them, I think some of them do take more than others, huh? The V8 station is, I think, 8 or 10, sorry. V8 Cafe, 10 of the V8s. 10. I think they're all 10 of the fragments. And then 25 Glimmer and 5,000 Mist. Yeah. I also used those Monsters Inc. Monster of the Month things in like all of my shops. Sully is the monster of the year in every single one of my shops. If they have any kind of what are they called? Break rooms. Yes, that's how you get the gas station. Which we call them gas stations because of gasoline or whatever. I know there's like an argument over what to call them. So this is my break room for my Jumbo's cafe build. And there are the Mike Monster of the Month things. Employee of the Month. And I love to just stick those in all of my break rooms. Love how some words are different to the British, like your chips are our crisps. Yes. Yes. And we have different words for like cookies and puddings and stuff. Yeah. It is very interesting. I sometimes I like reading the British version of a book versus the UK version of the book for that reason. So I get your slang in there. You were waiting for both of those in the premium shop. Oh, no, no worries at all. Of course. Yeah. Definitely go through the collections tab for every DLC you know and the main game. And you would be surprised at how much you can craft that's like in there. It's one of my favorite things to do when we first get any update or expansion. I love to check collections. That's how for the extravaganza, when we got the Aladdin Jasmine update, I immediately went to the crafting section and I saw the new egg stuff. And then I saw the purple egg and I was like, oh, we're getting a new egg this year. That's how. That is why it's one of my favorite things to do with every update is check that section. You wanted the Sully Employee of the Month, but the whole week you didn't get the fragment for your April Fool's tray. You should have told me. Because I know you don't use mods. I would have been fine letting you come grab some of those fragments. You should have told me. I have so many of those because when I was doing my buddy multiplier with the time bending to get missed, I just got so many of like everything. I think I have, let me look. Oh, that's going to be the time bending station, isn't it? I don't think I have one outside, so I'll just have to go inside anyways. Yeah, once this update is over and I feel safer to multiplay again, I'm going to start like sharing materials with you guys too. Because I don't have a need for them. Like, oh yeah, I moved everything. I'm so happy I have just the one time bending like room now. I used to have these spread across 2 rooms, but now that we could make the rooms bigger, I was able to put them all in one. All right, monsters. Yeah, I have like 200 of them. I easily could have given you 10. Oh, Lady Lynn said she'd have them for you too. Yeah, we would have been happy to share. Yes, thankfully sharing items from DLCs, you can do cross-platform now as long as you have already visited that island from your own game. So as long as you've like already taken the boat over initially, then you can share items. You just can't visit the expansions yet, unfortunately. Only one fragment of the day. Yes, there is only one. It's random for everybody. So when you go to the section and you hover over them that says availability, there's only going to be one that says available today. Looks like today mine is the pink floral pillow again, which makes the hanging flower bed from Encanto for Isabella. Only one kid, kind of fragment, but multiple available. Yeah, so everybody's is random, so you're probably not going to have the pillow today. But if I were to allow you to come into my valley and you needed those, if you were to time bend in my valley, then you would find my fragment of the day. Or if I came to you, then I would find whatever your fragment of the day is. Don't like to beg for materials, but you never really time bend that much. Maybe you really need to start grinding over there. At least check every day for your fragments and stuff. That wouldn't hurt. No, I totally got what you meant. Yeah, it is sharing. We're all about sharing here. I know you would do it for me, so why wouldn't you let me do it for you? I always love that when people do that in TV shows. Well, you know I would do it for you. Like you would, or you would do it for me, so like why are you willing to do it for others and then not willing to let it happen for you? Because we want to help you too. We like you too. I am at that ending point for today. I'm about 10 minutes shy of 2 hours. My legs are starting to hurt again, so I'm going to end things here. If I'm feeling up for it, then I might stream in a couple hours on TikTok for about an hour. We'll see. If not, then I will be back Monday because TikTok's not getting banned, at least for another 75 days. I have my snap submitted. I did that here on stream if you weren't here earlier. I will probably look at it over the weekend, and I might make a few tweaks with some things that are bothering me. We'll see. I do think this is a good one. I could see myself getting 4K with this one, but my brain likes to make changes on Dreamsnaps throughout the week if I get them done early enough, so we'll see. Thank you so much. You weren't sure if you were allowed because of what happened. Oh, yeah. Yeah, materials are fine. Hacking the game and sharing premium shop items and star path items is not, that is gonna get you banned from multiplayer. But in general, I'm okay sharing items with people that I trust at the moment that I know won't have mods open, because then there's not a risk of me losing Dreamsnaps or multiplayer access. So that's what is happening. But yeah, thank you so much for getting me to 8 likes today. I really appreciate it. Thank you for hanging out, for doing podcast mode, for commenting, lurking, whatever you did. I appreciate that. Also, all the sweet comments today. It was so kind of you. I hope you have a Hakuna Matata. No worries. And a magical weekend. And I'll either see you on Discord or TikTok or see you here on Monday. All right. Bye, guys.